Oh, we're on. We're back on.
All right.
I forgot what I was going to say.
I don't know. It's just, after you've been in that studio and heard it's like they use the same format for their lies.
Yeah, it's a standard
And so,
thing.
like, you just follow it, and you're just like, I don't know what they're lying about, but this is a lie. And as soon as that mic cuts, they're all going to go on the green room and be like, look what we did. We fooled them. They believe in it.
And they did. They fooled all the rubes again. Once again, I would hate it when it'd be like a work thing, and it's like I mentioned, so just go along, and have to go along with it. And I'm not good at working if it's some kind of lie, I'm not a good worker. And so I would just stick to the yeah, that's right. Oh, exactly. And you could go back to my last, couple of years. That was me. Just say, yeah, yep, yeah, I agree.
I think one of my biggest flaws was not knowing when the work was over. It'd be like, all right, next break, Trace, come in there, and you're gonna be a dick to me, and I'm gonna get my. And then I'm pretty sure He's like, I'm for real now, and I'm like, I think the work's over, but I'm gonna keep being a dick. I don't fucking know. And then you keep being a dick, and then he's all mad that you're being a dick, and you're like, you told me to be a dick, and now I'm getting in trouble for being a dick. I was too good of a dick.
He was amazing at working himself into shoots. You're working yourself into a shoot because he works himself. He creates works that lead to him becoming a shoot. He probably does it on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you say straight out?
I like how Trace liked whatever something it was came up on the Facebook. Trace liked something, and his little tattletales had to circle it and post it everywhere to. Oh, they can't quit. Trace's list. It's like, fuck you.
Fuck off. I mean,
they're such Let me be the first to tell Bob. I can be the first to tell him I know something. Trace was listening.
Do people really care what other people say online? Like, I can't stress how much so. You could say whatever you want on my Facebook, and it would just doesn't matter, man. You gotta be a dick.
And you probably might matter if this ever happened to you, but it never has and it ever will. That somebody was really clever and really good at what they're doing, and they really zinged you, and you'd be like, oh, man. But that doesn't happen because everybody out there is dumb.
Yeah.
Those people, anybody that comes at you, they're so far below you. That's why I finally gave it up. I was like, okay, I get it. I could, have, video proof of something and show these people, and they're just, bang, bang, bang. They're, no, reaching them, so why am I wasting my time? So I don't waste my time anymore. I don't have to talk to nobody about nothing. Except, other stuff other than that bullshit. All right. So, we could have condensed it all. Well, whatever you heard was a lie or a work, and we don't know. We don't care.
That's pretty much it,
Same old. It's the same old,
I listened to it, and it was, it was one of those, 3-4 hours of just fucking talking about how we're going to talk about it. And I'm like, oh, my God. I'm just fast forward. I'm like, oh, my God. I fast forward a half hour and be like, he's got to be doing it now. It's like, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about it. I'm like, all right, whatever. All right. And that was like an hour and a half.
Did he tease it for an hour and a half?
Talking about it. And then... The very there was a mic situation. I don't know what I skipped so much. There was some mic situation where everybody down there now has got their own mic, and you gotta do this with it. And I'm like, that's just a setup to get anybody in trouble who fucks up with the mic. We use the mics to get them in trouble. Oh, you didn't switch out your mic. It's so familiar.
Ah, yeah, like a time machine, nothing had changed. Still the same old work. He'll be in the old folks' home in a circle of old men working them, and have a bunch of old men marking out to him. Everything he said's always been true.
Crystal Gale says, "Did you see Cowhead fall? I don't know what that means."
Yeah, when he was chasing us. The one time he was chasing us,
fell again.
Ate shit.
Did he?
Oh, so hard. Full sprint, fucking just face plant.
Oh, man. I don't know if that was a again thing or what.
I don't know. Nothing, anything more
tell
specific
us what that
other
means,
than
Crystal Gale. She'll
did you
tell
see
us.
Cowhead fall?
Horrible Rob. It's Horrible Rob's birthday. Happy birthday, Horrible Rob. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
God.
Happy birthday, Horrible Rob. Happy birthday to you.
It's not even good fast. It's a terrible song.
It
It's a
is a
terrible
bad
song.
Says, no, he was walking out of his building and tripped and fell recently. YouTube
Did
it
he hurt
on YouTube. Okay.
It's a big fall, man. It's a big tumble. It's a lot of weight. He's tall too.
Yeah.
A big tumble. It's a big. Of course, he's got bones like a blue whale.
I think
they're not breaking.
I think being big, sometimes I see people falling that are bigger, and it might be safer to be bigger when you get old.
Cushion,
kind of like
cushion.
It's like a human airbag.
Yeah.
You see a lot of fatter people fall over, and you're like, oh, there's hundreds and hundreds of pounds just rolling around. Could be smashing bones, but they always seem to be all right.
It's the cushion. You get all these frail old people, and there's just just bone on concrete.
Break a bone.
I've heard if you're real fat, and you get shot with a 22 from far away, it'll bounce right off you.
You're joking, right?
I don't think so.
It's one of those things. I would look it
No.
up, and it would say it's true. If you get fat, if you're fatter enough,
Look it up.
is it from far enough away or something? You gotta be a certain distance.
I've just heard that 22 on the street. I got this
Heard
straight
it on the street.
straight from the street.
Full of shit.
22 will bounce off you if you get if you're fat and you get shot.
Jeez, I mean,
I don't know how to look that up either, but it's a fact.
Bounces off fat. This is the most ridiculous.
Ned's Navy says not true, Trace. Do not try it.
I'm not fat enough.
No, I'm not seeing.
Beaver Smell Like Tuna says they do have a vest that will inflate airbags when you fall. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Older people should wear.
I'm not really
If
getting
you fall
anything
a lot.
not getting anything about fat people and bolts bouncing off.
Oh, is this going to be a rare one where I'm wrong?
I can't find it.
I'll do a little research on this and we'll come back.
Yeah, you ain't gonna research.
He'll do a paper on it.
Anybody-
Let's do a paper on it, please.
I'll do a paper on it.
How's your leg?
It's lagging around. I don't know, man.
Same?
It sucks.
Sucks.
Same?
Yeah. I took my boat out by myself yesterday. That was a little harder than I thought it was going to be, but it was fine.
That's what you said last time. It was harder than you thought it would
Well,
be.
last time I
Quick.
had somebody to help me, but this time I had to do it by myself. It wasn't too bad.
Did you damage your leg?
Nah, but everybody's definitely even more impressed when you do it with on crutches.
Where did you go?
Just to Gant Lake.
And what, fish? Just hang out? Just be outside and on the boat?
Yeah, I went out at like 6 o'clock, so it was a little later, and I just kind of got out there and threw a couple lines in, drove around the lake a couple times.
All that and then put it back up on the...
Yep. I was bored. I'm bored with a crippled leg.
Oh, shoot.
Is your gout in your elbow better?
Yeah, I'm good.
You know that was the disease of kings. Did we talk about
yeah,
that before?
it is. We did talk about it.
Seas of
Due to the
kings.
rich foods and consumptions of alcohol of kings, they used to get gout a lot.
Yep.
Trace thinks he's a king.
I'm a king.
So he shall have the disease of kings.
Yeah, and not do it. Then just keep getting it.
So was that like a main part of being a king back in the day? I mean,
Gorging yourself.
you just get all the fucking food. Like, I mean, I guess that's kind of how it is nowadays. But to just be that's a dick move, It's like you're really seeking out the nicest foods when everybody else is starving.
That's good. And because
Yeah,
who becomes the king? The most ruthless,
Biggest cocksucker.
sociopathic cocksucker becomes the king, and then he's like gets off on going, having a giant table food and stuffing himself, and then throw the rest in the trash.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Marie Antoinette, they were protesting because they didn't have any food, and she's like, "Let them eat cake." Famous quotation of a rich person being a cocksucker.
I don't even know if there's many circumstances of a normal person being in charge of anywhere ever. Like, it just doesn't,
so. No.
you know.
So like, say, you know, I'm king, you know, this king of Wesley Chapel, and I try to be decent. You know, I'm not a sociopath. Try to be a decent. I got some perks. I'm a normal guy. And, you know, it's, hey, we got a decent little kingdom here. And then some a-hole comes by, I'm going to take that kingdom. We're going to fuck them all up. You know, and I'd be like, hey, how's it going? And then they shoot you and they take your kingdom. No nice kings ever last.
Yeah.
You got to be a ruthless mother effer.
So is that something you need as a, you know, maybe not nowadays, but back in the day, do you need a, you know, crazed, you know, guy that's gonna, you know, not be the pussy and, you know, lead your civilization to conquer other civilizations instead of being the one conquered?
You want to be in the biggest dick's kingdom who can take over the whole world, because otherwise some other dick's gonna come and enslave you. So that's the way, unfortunately.
Which still is even proving that even the biggest dicks, society dicks, conquer the less dicky societies.
There's no hope. The dicks will always win. There's no, you know, if you're a nice country, you'll eventually get taken over. Eventually. Do you see this? I think this is that's not a video. You son of a bitch.
Was the UFC deal?
It's a UFC deal. Let me see if I can find a better one. This guy, this Iranian. There we go. Here we go. I got it now. Okay, so this is an Iranian. I think it's in Russia, and he's an Iranian fighter, and he doesn't approve of this ring girl, you know, flaunting her stuff.
Комментаторы болеют против одного, то есть Александр будет болеть против Алихи и Бати.
Это все-таки спорт, что
So he gives her a kick there. He gives her a little kick.
Это все-таки спорт, что находится именно в октагоне. Ну, а мои
Сейчас очень некрасивое поведение от Али.
Свинское поведение, о котором я вам говорил. Это ужасно.
So that's not going to go well for this guy in Russia. I don't know. Maybe the UFC.
В любом случае,
the UFC, you know, he would have just, you know, got a reprimand.
What do you get in Russia?
There he is.
Oh.
Here he is. The Ruskies catch him out outside the ring.
Just share that.
Oh, they're bringing the chair. God.
You gonna pause it real quick?
Man, I'm beating
Like
the fuck
this-
out of that guy.
You know, I'm surprised. This is what I feel like should happen at every UFC fight. Like, I feel like that. Like, I've been to only one or two in my life, and the whole time I'm like, when is this whole place gonna break out? It's a bunch of guys, jacked on steroids. You know, like, let people fight. I'm like, how? It just seems like everyone would turn into an all-out 1,000-person brawl.
And you know, a ton of those guys, you know, go to the MMA place and train too, because they're
sure.
It's a big fad to do MMA, so they're just looking to
It's-
put somebody in a Kimura.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, this is how it is in Russia. They're beating the hell out of this guy.
Yeah.
I think it might be killing him. They're stomping
I
him.
don't understand. This is in Russia?
I think.
I mean, I wouldn't think that they would care about that in Russia.
Disrespecting women?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
There's no reason at all. Not one reason.
She
It's
just
like-
completely doesn't understand other countries.
Well, no.
See,
I mean, like in the Middle East, they, you know, they
because that's
wouldn't.
the Middle East, and that's why they wear the head coverings and everything. In Russia, they're not making
They're
their
not
women.
like that.
No.
Okay.
I mean, they just still stomping him. Man. Oh shit! Oh! Man, I just look. Here comes the chair. Everybody's trying to get a better look.
I mean,
they're not. They're just trying to get a good look. These guys jumping on the fence.
These guys don't even know what they're doing. There's some guys just like, I'm gonna fight you.
I was gonna
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not even sure if they care so much about what he did.
They're just
I think
rushing.
they just want to.
That guy said, "I'm gonna get on this." That didn't work out. It didn't work out well for him.
Man, a whole crowd of people. I mean, I don't approve of her stupid little dance either. That was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, like I don't know when he followed, but he got his ass beat.
Did he live?
I don't know. I don't have any.
I'm thinking he lived.
Let's see if there's any more.
That's a lot of people beating on you, though. You might. I mean, they might have killed him.
Yeah, I can't find it. Somebody tell me what happened to this guy. What was his name? I don't even know his name. Muslim MMA fighter from Iran, Ali Habachi. Ali, Heibati. Is that guy alive now?
H what?
Heibati. Ali Habachi.
I got a quick question. This is random as fuck, but I was watching TV yesterday. There was some dumb dog commercial about this guy. How much he's seeing. He thinks of how much money he's spending on his dog, and it was like $50 on food. $60 a month on grooming.
Yeah.
What is that? What does that even mean? What is dog grooming? I don't even know what. My friend does that, and then I just realized, I don't even know what that means. Does that mean brushing it? Is brushing grooming?
They bathe them and cut their hair and all this, clip them.
Yeah, it was made a lot of clipping. Do you remember me clipping Boomer?
Yeah.
See, it was the summertime, and she had so much fur. It was just a preposterous amount of fur, and I'd shave her down bald.
Yeah.
And she looked like she was so happy when she was shaved and not. So that you pay a lot of money for people to do that. I buy clippers and do it.
Yeah, we don't take our dog out to be, we don't take him to restaurants and stuff. So it didn't matter what he looked like because nobody's seeing him.
And another reason I wouldn't take my dog to the groomer is I've heard several stories and witnessed a couple. Donna's witnessed dogs getting away from the groomer and running into the highway.
Yeah,
I've seen that happen 3, 4, 5 times.
That's
and
why
it's
I wouldn't.
No, I'm not giving my dog to nobody.
Yeah, I ain't taking
I'll
him
take him
anywhere.
to the vet and I'll stay there with.
I've heard of people put their they've put their bathe the dog and then they have these little.
No, don't even say it.
Yeah, they have these little boxes they put them in and to dry them, and it's air drying them, heat and air drying, and they've left them in there and they've died.
Yeah, burn them up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I can also see employees. You think of an employee, everybody's seen that person or been with a person. You're doing something serious that you take serious, with a dog or something. They just slip out of their hands and they kind of run around. The person's just like, oh. What do I do? And, they don't really give a fuck.
It's not their dog.
It's not their dog, and they just got this job at a pet grooming place. The dog's going crazy, and it runs outside, and you're just like, fuck was that?
Yeah.
I've had one jump in my car. He ran across 54. I mean, that's a very busy road. Right across from the groomer.
I mean, Boomer, when I would groom Boomer, she probably, to the average person, thought that she looked terrible. This is not a smooth grooming.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I'm not showing off my dog. I'm not trying to make my dog happy.
Some people's dogs look just as, it's they take them to the groomer and they get bows put in their ears.
Paint their nails.
Ridiculous things for their dogs. And there's some dogs, I think poodles or something, where they have to have, they do this thing where they get too much hair in their ears and they take it and twirl it and pull it out. It's that's gotta hurt.
Ouch.
That's gotta really hurt. How does that not hurt them?
Yeah,
but they pull the hair out of their ears for some reason.
All right, so this is a fancy person type deal going on. I don't know.
No, some
really.
people just like to take their dog and have them cut a little bit. It's they don't really need it. They just like to do it for their.
Is Rosie just like an ungroomable dog? Like why? Like
I think my dogs are because they're short hair. They're not groomable, right?
No,
they don't have long hair. I think it.
I could. You could take
him and
shave
get him.
Bendy.
Bendy is the only one.
The other short, more.
The other ones are all short hair. They don't. I mean, maybe for a bath they call that. People take their dogs in to have them bathe them.
More of a fluffy dog type situation.
I don't do a lot. We don't do a lot of dog bathing around here. But if the dog like stinks, then you take him, you put him in the shower with you, and you wash the dog.
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I mean, especially if you have a little dog, they're so easy to wash, and these people take them to somewhere to have someone else wash them.
Yeah, yesterday I was like, I almost gave Rosie a bath. She's more of a gray color at this point from all the dirt. You know, she just goes and rolls in the dirt all day. She was like gray yesterday. I almost gave her a bath.
She's a yard dog.
Shake it off.
I almost gave my dog a bath.
We used to give our cats baths. Boy, that was... you get a cat that doesn't like a bath. That's fun. It's a 2-person job for sure, man.
You're allowed to color your dog, right?
Dye them. Color them, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we color Rosie all the time, like rainbow colors.
With what?
Just like, washable markers. Non-toxic washable markers.
Nobody's going to report you for coloring your dog.
She seems to like getting colored. It probably feels good.
Really? Does it come right off? So you don't bathe her after that? Have you ever bathed that dog?
Yeah, it's the worst, Sometimes she'll, she sleeps with us and everything, so sometimes she'll go roll in like a dead animal or some cow shit. And you can't you leave her outside and the whole day you're like, we're going to have to bathe her before we go to bed. That's never fun.
That's no fun.
I hate giving dogs baths. There's no way you're going to get out of it without a dog shaking on you. You better plan a bath right after that.
There's no way. You can't stop a dog from shaking.
No.
Even you try and dry them off really good, and then as soon as you take that towel off, they're like all over the bathroom.
Did she get the marker all over your bed?
Nah, I don't know. Not that I noticed.
He wouldn't notice. Do you have sheets on your bed?
Yeah. Right now, there's definitely sheets on my bed.
That's surprising, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's surprising.
Do you have pillowcases on your pillows?
No. Well, we usually have pillowcases on our pillows. Like, I'm not saying I take sometimes I sleep weird. My pillowcase might come off. Like, I think when I go to sleep, I wake up and I dump all the pillows out of all the pillowcases. I don't know why.
I cannot not have a pillowcase on his pillow.
I cannot keep a pillowcase on a pillow.
Sounds about right.
I mean, it comes. Is that normal? Like, does your pillowcase come off every night?
It never comes off. It never comes off. Occasionally, there'll be a little bit of the pillow showing, and I'll put the pillow back in there.
It's like I shake him out of the cases every night when I'm sleeping.
He does. Someone else said that. I feel like it was Brandon or somebody said that they can't. They wake up with their pillowcases off too. It's like, what? That has never happened to me.
Tracy's bed, there's pillows have no pillowcases, and there's just a big wad of sheet and blanket in the middle of the bed, just all wadded up with no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, maybe recently, but not now. My bed, Lauren did the bed and everything. Yesterday or the day before.
Yesterday, the day before, yeah. It's
all fancy.
Very
Dion's
small
bathtub wants to know
time.
if Trace grew up in a barn. No.
He would have been happy growing up in a barn, I think.
Yeah, he would have adjusted.
If you had like a dirt bike, but you had to sleep in a barn.
That's a good trade-off right there.
There you go. Deal.
Where's the barn and where's the dirt bike?
All it took was a dirt bike. Deal. It says here, Mom's heartbreaking last words as she died from poisoned mushroom in sushi.
Oh, man.
In sushi roll.
Where'd she get it?
She says, she couldn't talk. By the end, she couldn't talk, and she was writing notes and said, I'm not sure I can go on much longer.
Oh, my.
It says a Montana woman who met a prolonged and painful death after eating poisonous mushrooms from China at a sushi restaurant spent her final days telling her loved ones, I'm not sure I can go on. She fell seriously ill from food poisoning just one after consuming a roll filled with salmon and the morel mushrooms at a local restaurant. She spent the next 2 weeks desperately clinging to life in intensive care as the toxins from the mushrooms slowly destroyed her liver and kidneys.
So did it accidentally happen? Like they accidentally?
They didn't cook the mushrooms good enough.
Oh, you got to cook them.
Yeah. So then she. So don't
What
eat
kind of mushrooms are these?
morel. Have you ever heard of those, babe?
No.
No, morel mushrooms. MOREL. So don't eat raw morel mushrooms. Before she died, the illness had damaged her throat so severely that she was unable to speak. Man.
Yeah, they really didn't cook them good enough.
I ain't nothing raw no more. No more sushi. Something bad happened.
Yeah.
People are incompetent now.
I don't know how I feel about sushi. Sometimes I'm like, damn, that was some good sushi. And sometimes I'm like, sushi's making my stomach feel weird.
I've never gone to a sushi place
Why not?
No, I'm
to have
not,
sushi.
I'm not really a sushi guy either. Just not. Like they had on the news, there was this restaurant, it was Poke Bowl. This, talking about this local restaurant, and they had 6 of them because he went to California and he saw the Poke Bowls, and it's there was make your own Poke Bowl, and it's all this cubes of raw fish, and I'm like, I just don't know if I could eat that. I just don't know if I want to eat raw fish.
Just
know.
go ahead and cook it.
When they slice up that ahi tuna for you at a restaurant, like that's like my favorite food.
Yeah.
But just when they cut it into cubes and put it in like a fucking jar or something, I'm like, I don't like it. It's. I don't know. I don't like anything. I don't prefer my meats to be in cubes.
I agree with you because when I saw those, I was like, that just doesn't look appetizing.
That's like a red flag. If my meat's in cubes, it's like, why isn't it just in the meat shape? Like, why? It was so shitty that you're like, well, better cut it into cubes so people don't realize how shitty it is.
So if ahi tuna was not seared, you probably wouldn't like it that much, right?
It's not that it's not as good, It's just not as good when it's just a square chunk of raw fish, That nice seared outside crust.
Yeah, the searing. It's
the
searing.
The searing.
They say they forage for those morel mushrooms all the time. People forage morels all the time. So why are they poisonous?
How come people ain't dying?
Yeah, why aren't they dying?
Going in another direction, said I had a shitty new sushi bar near. I ordered a spicy tuna roll. Sounded good until I saw they used canned tuna. Canned tuna.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they use.
Snookman says cooked salmon's disgusting. Raw is delicious. I don't think I've ever had raw salmon.
I've had smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon's
That's
delicious.
not raw, though, is it?
No, that's not raw. I don't know. I'd have to. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm a big raw.
How about
guy.
ceviche? Is that how you ceviche? I've had that.
What's that?
We had that.
I thought that was.
Remember that cup of?
It's like
we got
salsa.
all kinds of.
Is it
raw
seafood in it?
It's like, well, no.
Cold seafood. Is it cold seafood?
Yeah.
In like a salsa deal.
Yeah.
Mixed with a bunch.
I
didn't care for
Yeah.
What? Ceviche?
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Oh, it's like they use like lemon juice and shit, citrusy juices to cook the fish.
To cook it?
It changes like the enzymes in it or something to where it's like
you
makes
soak it in
them.
them.
Yeah, if you soak it in vinegar and stuff. It's very scientific.
Well, thank you for the scientific explanation.
I don't like. I used to kind of like hibachi, and then I kind of like it recently. I'm just like, hibachi. The food isn't that good. They give you a lot of food, but it doesn't seem. They bring it out and cook it in front of you and everything, and it seems like it'd be better, higher quality because they're doing that. But I don't think it is. I think it's just kind of okay meats and stuff like that. And it's just a fake weird show.
Yeah, I've never really enjoyed going to those places. I don't really enjoy the show that much.
Yeah.
And the food to me is like, it's always bland. And it's not, and like I always get stuck at the end, and by the time the guy portions out the shrimp and the rice, I get shortchanged. And there's nothing he can do about it. He's not making me no more shrimp and rice. I don't. And it's just I've never had really great hibachi.
I mean, it's not too bad, but like
Take some General,
like Lauren
General Tso's chicken than hibachi.
Lauren takes they have the white sauce, you know. She gets like 6 of those things and just like makes it into a soup, a white sauce soup. It's
White sauce. I don't even know what is the white sauce?
Oh, you guys are
At a Japanese restaurant?
At the hibachi, the white sauce they give
I've only
you.
been like once. I don't remember the white sauce. What's the flavor of the sauce? What'd you act like I'm a weird? Do you know the white sauce, Ben?
No.
Well, you guys are weirdos. They don't go hibachi.
I've been once and I don't remember the white sauce.
Well, going to hibachi is like things, you know, you guys are weird when it comes to hibachi. It's like
we don't want to sit with other people.
Yeah, because you guys don't want to sit with other people, so you never go.
I don't like hibachi. That's why I don't go. I don't like it.
It's not that great either.
But you're a weirdo. It's not that great, but you're a weirdo for not going because you don't want people cooking in front of you.
I don't like the whole. None of it.
I don't go there because I want to converse with this cook guy.
Who's putting on a fake show?
Just talk to the people with me, but you can't do that. It's all about, having to fake laugh at this guy or whatever.
It's the fake laughing that really puts me off.
It's
man.
like
Everybody,
I ain't into that. I don't go out to dinner and talk to the people I want to talk to, not this guy.
It's all like the cheesiest jokes from some American Asian guy that pretends to be really Asian. That's not. Like, that's really...
It's so racist.
Like, I've known a couple of the guys that work there, before. And, my friend Walter was, he's just Asian looking, but he's, perfectly speaks English, perfectly fine, no accent or anything. And then he's got to go do that and be like, it's, I think every one of them does that. And you can't, they do it like so you can't have a conversation with them, I think.
Yeah.
That's part of it, is so people can't, you can't get to, because you could, if you're out there doing it, you could end up having some gabby guy getting a hold of you and talking to you while you're trying to cook this whole meal and say, no English, I think that's part of it. Plus it's, to pull off your... just goofy jokes. You gotta pretend to be like this.
Yeah, you gotta be a stereotype.
Yeah, I think
tastes good.
I think you're really stereotyping it up if you're working at a hibachi restaurant.
Wow, we need to go undercover.
Manson has best sent a picture of those mushrooms if you wanted to see them on Facebook. Lauren says, Lauren's been doing a lot of shit around the house. LOL. I'm ready for the knee to heal.
Who sent it?
Look,
I've already forgot.
the first one that's up there.
Okay. Oh, okay. I've seen
That
these.
is Manson is best.
I'm gonna stay away from these.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat one of those.
Looks like a loofah. If you could see.
Yeah.
A sea sponge.
This mushroom that looks like a loofah. Don't eat it, unless it's
I'm just not even gonna cook the poison out of them.
There's a lot of good There's a lot of great mushrooms that you don't have to worry about. I'm not gonna risk it. I know the chance is 1 in 2 million that I'm gonna have the worst death that anyone's ever had for 2 weeks, as the toxins eat away your organs in your throat. I'm gonna pass on the morel mushrooms at this stage in my life.
I mean, is that what they are? They're just poison unless you cook them? So people are all eating that?
Said 2 people died in that restaurant. So there's, I don't know.
You eat them at your own risk.
And I think 52 got sick. So pass on that. Morel mushrooms. So you learn something new, and you learn something new at 10 o'clock when you take the current event quiz with Trace and Donna. Donna leads 4-2.
Damn.
I was out of control. I think it's a 16 questioner.
Last week I was killing it, and then I just lost it.
You have an inconsistent strategy.
I do.
You get a winning strategy, and then you change it. And then you stick with the losing strategy.
All right. I got it this week.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
I'm going to put a tinfoil hat on. I heard it keeps the smartness in. No, wait, is it?
Well, you definitely need to do that.
Yeah. Morel mushrooms can contain small amounts of hydrazine, a toxic compound. While the amount is typically too low to cause harm in humans, some people may be more sensitive and should exercise caution when consuming them.
Ah, so she had like an allergic reaction almost type deal.
Could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
Something like that.
You never know.
Are you risking it?
I mean, just a plain old mushroom.
Yeah, mushroom. Just regular mushrooms are good. Just baby bell, just regular mushrooms that you get at the store are good.
No, yeah, of course, you could find out that all the mushrooms.
I got to go back and get some of
potential.
those other the king oyster mushrooms that I was getting. I haven't been anywhere to get them. They don't have those at the regular store.
Those ones that taste like scallops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting. King what?
Oyster mushroom.
King oyster. Really weird texture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. And we'll be right back with more ClusterF. Ned Show, what's up?
Ned.
Put down the dab rig. My time is valuable, sir.
What am I going to say? What are you going to prank call next, man?
That's what you got? What am I going to funny call? You got all your boys gathered around at the bathhouse, and that's your big shot?
I was talking to my brother there. I had no idea because my fucking headset,
Jesus.
my neck hit the button on the headset.
I don't care about the backstory, dude. Just tell your brother to shut the fuck up.
All right. That's my kind of Ned, man.
Yeah, well, what are you two marks doing? You sit around watching Pornhub on the big screen and giving each other a hand job?
I don't know. I guess I do or something, man.
God, you're stoned. Don't worry about it. I can't count the number of times I've butt down people while jacking off my brother.
Yeah, I guess I butt dialed you or something, man, but damn, it's an honor. It's like speaking to a living legend.
I know. I get it all the time. I see where this is going. I know what you need. I know what you want, dude.
Dad.
Just shut up and let me take control. Imagine me and you and your brother sitting around while I make funny calls in my underwear. And you two are giggling like schoolgirls.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun. Time to break out the hydroponic mushroom.
Ned.
Shut up, I'm in a groove. Now you and your brother have to draw straws to see who gets to administer the mushrooms to Nedley. Backdoor style.
Yeah.
I knew you'd like it. You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Well, then your mama walks in wearing a MAGA hat, and she proceeds to toss my dingleberries right in front of her two sons. Oh, God!
Ned.
And then your grandpappy walks in, and he takes off his diaper, exposing the...
Ned.
Jesus Christ, shut up! Shut the fuck up! Your grandpappy walks in, he takes off his adult diaper.
Oh, Ned.
All right, you blew it.
Wow.
It's time for another installment of This Is Why America is Great. Do you know why America's great? Because my wife Garnet came back from the dollar store the other day, and she bought some toilet paper, and this toilet paper had a lavender-scented toilet paper tube inside. You know the cardboard tube? It was lavender-scented. I'm not crapping you. Only in America. So while I'm eliminating my last gluttonous Golden Corral meal that included 4 trips to the buffet and 10 minutes at the Chocolate Wonderfall, while I'm eliminating that meal, I can smell beautiful aromatic lavender, while half the planet can't even feed their kids and don't have indoor plumbing. But that's not the real reason America's great. The real reason America is great is that since we shipped all our jobs overseas, those are the people making the toilet paper rolls. So the poor, downtrodden slaves that we pay to make us cheap crap, that's right, the foreign slaves that have destroyed our economy and taken all our jobs because Americans are obsessed with dirt cheap, low-quality crap, those people have to smell our delightful lavender-scented toilet paper tubes all day long as they work for 18 cents a day. Sorry about your luck. Guess you should have been born in America. A-holes. And the ironic thing is, we need those lavender-scented toilet paper rolls more than ever to mask the scent of the middle class getting totally shit on by our own government. It's quite ironic.
And that is why America is great.
Wow.
Ned here, and I'd like to address some rumors that have been circulating about me, because I like to keep it 100 on the Ned Show, so I just want to confirm the rumors are true. Yes, I have gotten pubic hair extensions. And yes, I do wear them in Kip Winger, full feathered back fashion. And it is also true that I do stand in front of the bathroom mirror, fully naked, possibly aroused, with an industrial fan blowing at my crotch. And I do karaoke to the theme from Shaft. That Shaft is one bad mother.
Hush your mouth.
Hey man, I'm talking about Shaft. No Rules Radio.
I love you, Ned.
And who is this?
Ham.
Who?
Ham.
Ham?
Yep.
Like the pork ham?
Yep.
Do they call you ham because your nether regions smell like a 200-pound Vietnamese pot-bellied pig?
Because I'm a pork ham.
I'm not interested in how many abortions you had, ma'am. Why do they call you ham?
I'm a pork ham.
You're a pork...
I'm 5 foot tall. I'm only like 100 pounds, but I'm still built like a pork ham.
How many Xanax are you on?
I just love you, Ned. I love you so much.
How many Xanax are you on, darling?
About none.
How much alcohol?
Oh, alcohol, yeah, you can give it like 12 pack, maybe 14 pack.
Man, you can put them down. I like that in a woman.
Yep.
You could drink me under the table and then ravish me. God.
I don't smoke cigarettes. Everybody says that sounds like I do.
What the hell?
I smoke a lot of weed, though.
You smoke a lot of weed. That's nice. Would you mind if I came over and put a couple of relaxation pills in your beer?
Oh, I would love it.
Then we could hang out for about 6 hours, Bill Cosby style.
Oh, yeah.
Your phone is, it sounds like a vibrator. Are you on speakerphone and using your phone to stimulate your nether regions at the same time while you're talking to me?
Of course.
Of course. Like that was a stupid question, wasn't it? Where are you,
No,
darling?
I really love you.
I appreciate that. Are you at home? Are you at a bar? Where are you?
No, I'm at home.
Are you all by yourself or you got some friends over? What's going on?
I'm at home all by myself.
Just getting wasted.
Oh, yeah.
You got to take away the pain, don't you, darling?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, from when your Uncle Leroy snuck in your bedroom that one night.
No, not my Uncle Leroy, but my brother-in-law.
Oh, see, I've been doing this a long time, ma'am, and I could tell.
Yep.
What would you think if I were to come over to your house later tonight about 3 a.m. and sneak into your window wearing a mask with your brother-in-law's face on it? God.
That would be awesome.
Would that be pretty hot?
Yeah, it would. You know, I think I would have to stab you to death.
Well, you know, I'm into role-playing as long as you didn't make it too deep.
All right. Sounds cool.
That's a clean stabbing, darling.
All right.
Well.
I will make it clean.
What's your?
I'll have to get some of you first.
Jesus God Almighty. What was your name again, darling?
Pam.
Oh, Pam. I thought you said ham.
I know it's close to ham, but Pam.
All right.
Pamela.
Well, thanks for calling, Pamela, you drunk-ass bitch.
Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Well,
Nico.
you have a good time, darling.
And you too. Have a good night. I love you.
I'll be seeing you later on about 3 a.m. in that mask.
All right. Cool.
And there is no safe word, darling. God.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Smoking on the herb all day long. Take a sit down right here and take a toke from a bong. Smoking all day, I do get tired, but that don't stop me from getting higher. Smoking with me is always fun. Start the four-wheeler when the blunt is done. But you know me, I'll probably crash. We can maybe ride tomorrow when I fix it half-ass. Puff, puff, puffing on the Jiffy Pop. Puff, puff, puffing on the Jiffy Pop. Yeah. Yeah, you know me, always puffing on that Jiffy Pop. Do it every day, and you know I'm never gonna stop. Even in the salt shed, can't catch me. Found 2 microwaves, but I brought 3. You know I love smoking on a Jiffy Pop. Yeah. You know I love smoking on a Jiffy Pop. Yeah. Got a new show, the name is Outlandish. Only drink Coronas, but we don't speak Spanish. Just got a Jeep, we got it for the cheap. Was a good deal, till it overheat. Now Outlandish, walking on their feet. Fuck it, light that blunt up, and let's go get something to eat. Some Outlandish. Y'all already know we puffing on that Jiffy Pop. just bought a $300 Jeep. You know, we fucking stoned and shit. Funny part is, everybody told us not to do it. Don't buy that Jeep. Don't buy that Jeep. We bought it. You know, puff, puffing on a Jiffy Pop. Yeah. Puff, puffing on a Jiffy Pop. Yeah.
Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget to hang tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Hang tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Sean Raz Shitty Song of the Week coming right up. And I think I got tinnitus.
Oh yeah, what's that? Probably me too.
Me too.
It's it's a constant sound in your ear. And I've had it for like 3 days, and I'm like,
yeah.
Are you shitting me? Now I got tinnitus.
What is that? Does it go away?
No.
What?
It only goes away when you're not thinking about it. If there's silence, like then as soon as there's silence, you can it's there. You just don't, like right now I'm not hearing it because I'm distracted.
What kind of noise?
It's like, it sounds like an electric motor. It's like a dull hum in my left ear. Because I just woke up Sunday morning. I went, my ear.
I remember you said
weird.
that.
It's like you ever feel like you need to pop your ear? You
yeah.
know, like pop it, and then it's like, and then I slowly notice this noise that
he's going insane.
Tinnitus is a thing, and people get it, and it sucks.
Yeah,
it's like, because I was in there in the bathroom, and I'm like, man, this is getting louder. I was like, oh, are you shitting me? Now I'm gonna have a noise in my ear for the rest of my life.
It's probably just one.
I bet it'll go away.
Maybe
It could just be like a minor infection or something like that.
Maybe. I hope so. No. What next? What next is the Sean Raz Shitty Song of the Week.
Oh God,
Robbie G. I'm the Shit, featuring Lil Windex. Can't wait.
It could be good.
Think it's good? Could be like a comedic good?
No, it's going to be bad.
All right, here we go.
I'm the shit.
You know the fucking vibes, man.
Said I'm the shit.
Lil Wendy, Robbie G.
Who's this guy? Oh, who are these guys?
Oh,
Look at
God,
these
what
guys.
is this?
I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Just took a shit. Took a shit. Took a shit. Do epic shit. Epic shit. Epic shit. With the click and I'm lit and I do not give
so
a
far,
shit.
this is the worst one ever.
This is really bad.
This is the worst one ever.
These lyrics are god awful so far.
It is bad.
I'm the shit. I'm the shit. Just took a shit. Took a shit. Took a shit. Do epic shit. Epic shit. Epic shit. With the click and I'm lit. And I do not give a shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck what, who, where, when. I don't give a shit about the places you've been. I don't give a fuck about your famous friends, how you came and went, but you never really stayed here. Teach kids how to do shit cause they care. I told the class I sold some grass, now hold my glass. Wait there, cause I am the shit. I should be treated like royalty. Told my girl all I needed was loyalty. Bubbling now, frog in the water.
This is so bad. I don't even know what to do with myself.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Lotion all on my body, making it oily. Yeah, I got bad. Please do not spoil me. Put in 100%. So when my shit drop, I'ma need all of my royalties. That's the shit I say for real. Never needed to check how a label feel. Howie Mandel couldn't even make a deal. Independent money, yeah, how I pay the bills. Stay up late.
Oh, I mean, another wannabe rapper talking about how he's paying everybody's bills and everything. It's like he ain't paying shit.
I don't think so.
Robbie G, I'm the shit. I don't know, man.
What do you say about Howie Mandel? Why is he talking about Howie Mandel?
He needed a rhyme for something. Let's see.
Say for real, never needed to check how a label feel. Howie Mandel couldn't even make a deal. Independent money, yeah, how pay.
Oh, he's making a deal. See, get it, deal or no deal. Oh, I get it. That's pretty clever, right? No, not really.
Pay the bills, stay up late, finna download this. If the money's small, then how the house so big? I don't know where to find my mind anymore. Read the sign on the door, it says, I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Just took a shit, took a shit, took a shit. Do epic shit, epic shit, epic shit. With the click and I'm lit, and I do not give a shit.
Yeah, I hate it so much.
With the click and I'm lit. What does that mean? Do you know?
This is below.
With the click and I'm lit.
Epic shit. With the click and I'm lit, and I do not give a shit. Yeah, I'm the shit, I'm the shit, I'm the shit. Just took a shit, took a shit, took a shit.
I can't figure, like, is he supposed to be a parody of
that's
is
what
he a
I
parody
think
of
that's
himself?
what my confusion is right here. It's like teetering on a parody song, but it's not.
He needs to do something with that hair. That little curly, balding hair.
Do epic shit, epic shit, epic shit. With the click and I'm lit, and I do not give a shit. Yeah, I'm the
Here comes Lil Windex. Here comes Lil Windex. Better hurry. There's only 40 seconds.
He's the only one who can save this.
Here we go.
shit. Yeah, I'm the shit. Ever wonder why a girl's pussy's wet? Cause I exist. She suck me off when I drive my whip. My life is lit, I can't complain. Lil Winnie,
What
that's my
the fuck? He's going. Oh man,
He said,
I didn't know he could make it worse.
I don't even understand
I
what's
didn't think
going
he
on.
could do it.
name. Oh, you think you better than
Is this the same
Weird,
guy?
That's so strange. Road to stop. You are more like Paw Patrol, and I am more like.
The same guy? You think that he's playing dual roles? He's also
Maybe.
no guy could be talented enough to be Robbie G and
Yeah,
Lil
that's-
Windex.
that's
Come
so
on, let's
talented.
get real.
Like RoboCop, I am more like solid gold, and you're just more like no, it's not. Every day I stop, drop,
Every day I'm crawling around. Now I'm crying in my bed, and I don't want to what he said.
Man.
What the fuck?
Everybody's trying to come up with their own bullshit style, man.
Shut it down and open shop. Damn girl, you look fine, but better when your clothes are off. This my ship, yeah, and I'm the captain. If someone get in my way, them pirate cannons firing at them. What's
This
that?
is definitely
my
the
God,
worst
this is the-
ever.
I'm almost mad at Sean Raz right now.
Yeah.
Like, I want to fight him.
Can't believe
Do
that-
you? You gonna kick his ass?
Can't wait. I'm gonna read the comments and see what people are, how they're marking out to this stuff.
On my neck, oh that's nothing. Diamonds dancing, only wear designer fashion. Breaking Bad, I'm flying crashing.
Wow. I don't know what just happened.
I don't either.
Here's more. Here's more. Well, I don't know if I can show that. Yeah, probably not. Robbie G. Let's go back to the comments. The comments on my shit. I'm the shit.
What are they? Are they good?
Love this. I never thought I'd see
Love
Lil
this.
Windex again. This is great. It'll be a real banger in the Robbie G library. What a vibe. Oh, shit. Fire, 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 fire.
What a vibe.
Love this, Robbie G. 100. Fire, fire, fire. I like this. Goes in. Visuals are dope, too. Sick beat. See, Lance always throws down. This one's fun. Love it. It's awesome.
That was the worst song I ever heard. No. Like, I mean, it just have.
Let's see how many we got. We got 2.8 million views. You only put it up 3 days ago. People like Robbie G, buddy.
Like, I want to know if Sean Raz likes this song. Like, that says a lot.
He likes all this stuff.
There's no way on Sean Raz can look at me in the face and say that was a good song. I'm glad you guys played that.
Sean Raz is he's out in the Gulf with his Trump flag flying on his boat and listening to Robbie G and Lil Windex blasting through the speakers 18 Miller Lights deep.
I'm not
That's
buying
what he's doing right now.
I'm not buying it.
This one left me speechless. I don't even really have any. I'm just like, wow. They got 3 million views on it.
Really?
I mean, the Robbie G was bad, but the Lil Windex was just
awful.
Like, there's no way can't be. He's a parody, right? He's mocking.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He's mocking the entire genre, right?
That's the only explanation.
It's the only explanation for that. Holy shit.
That was awful.
I like the giant boxing gloves. I wouldn't mind a pair of those.
Oh, Trace, is he going to go download this whole thing later on for sure?
I just want giant boxing gloves that are this big.
Why?
I'd be interesting to have a boxing match with them. 2 people with giant gloves.
And you could actually not get too hurt.
Yeah, so you wouldn't get hurt.
You need giant glove boxing. It says, New York City has long been out of space. This is what's coming. Has long been out of space, but the constant stream of migrants arriving in the Big Apple is truly making it clear just how much of a premium real estate really is on the island, and those who pay for it are apparently no longer entitled to it. A New York City high school soccer game held on a public field in East Harlem had to be canceled this past week after a group of migrants reportedly refused to leave the field.
That's nice.
It was slated to be the Manhattan Kickers versus the FA Euro New York. Even after the police showed up, the group of migrants refused to leave the field.
They were playing?
Yeah, you know how it goes. They're 30, 16 on a team.
Yeah.
You ever seen how them how them foreigners play soccer here in the States? 25 on a team, hogging the whole field. Eric Johansson, the coach of the Manhattan Kickers, a 17-year-old boys traveling team, said, I directly asked them to leave, and some of them kind of took it into consideration. But then 4 or 5 of them said, you know what? Fuck it. We don't have to leave. We can do whatever we want. The police asked to see the team's city permits. Prompting Johansson to say, when you show up with 2 teams in uniform, a ref and 2 coaches, usually nobody's asking to see your permit. The game was delayed 30 minutes as a result of waiting for permits to be forwarded. And then the teams...
That sounds like something that they're just doing to piss people off, right?
Seems like it. Seems like it. Why would you do that? You'd look for the permit from the fucking immigrants that refuse to leave. That's who needs to have the permit. The game was delayed 30 minutes, and the teams after that, teams didn't feel safe. Even when the game is over, you don't know if they're waiting for you in the parking lot. So we just all agreed this is too dangerous.
I mean, at the same time, I do like when I go to. If me and a group of people goes to a soccer field, it does kind of irritate you, and like some. Like 15-year-olds start coming out on the field with their coach, and they're like, "Oh, y'all got to get off the field." I'm always like, "Do I?" But do I? This is a public park.
But who would go to another country and do that?
Yeah,
unless they've been told to do it, right? I mean, that's what it seems like.
There's something going on. It says the coach said he told the Post in his home country of Sweden, clashes with migrants on public pitches were all too common. I've seen this before. I know how bad it can get. One mother of a boy said that it's so frustrating that the guys who refuse to follow the rules won. And New York City is becoming lawless. Yeah, great plan. Mm-hmm. Great plan. Your politicians are doing all this shit to you. You can say, blame the Biden administration. The Republicans ain't doing shit.
No, they're not doing anything to stop it.
All they're doing is
sending
sending money to foreign countries. That's all the Republicans can do. And so neither party's going to do shit for nobody. either party.
Nope.
You know, you might as well vote for RFK so we can see what kind of scam he's going to pull. Let's have somebody new in there. Let's have a president who's got a funny voice, and he's going to scam us in maybe a whole new way.
Yeah.
That's, because you're going to get scammed. There ain't no Superman. There ain't no white hats coming to save you. Both parties are in a death spiral to destroy the country for some reason. So.
And that whole Kennedy thing, that's some scam going on there with. Since when did the Kennedys not support the Kennedys?
Oh my God, the Kennedys! All they care about is the Kennedys.
Yes, and they're all showing up to support Biden. It's like that's something fishy going on there.
And he could have one of the biggest third party candidacies. There's a lot of people who are sick of what's going on that might actually vote for him, and so. Normally the Kennedys would be salivating, go, this is our chance to get another president in. Mm-hmm. But now all of a sudden they're supporting a feeble 80-year-old man over their relative.
Right.
Fuck
That's
you.
So
it's not true.
Right,
and if you say it's true, you can get fucked. It's not true. We're living in a just a scam of a world, and the scams become more preposterous at every turn.
Everything makes you go, what?
Every turn, they can do whatever they want. They don't have to do nothing. They can let. They're bringing the fentanyl in. Probably it's I've heard it's it's a plot by somebody.
Yeah.
Well, obviously they're killing 100,000 Americans. Somebody's succeeding in their plot with fentanyl. The border people are coming. Undocumented people pouring over. Immigrants getting paid.
Yeah.
Inflation up, gas inflation up, and we're sending $100 billion more dollars to the Ukraine, Taiwan, and Israel. I think all three of those countries can get fucked. I don't know why. I bet 70% of the Americans would say that. Yeah, fuck all those guys.
Why
Keep the
don't
money
the
here.
Americans get to, when it's that kind of money, the Americans should get to vote on that. Although they would just sway the votes to where people would go, oh, yes, I think we should send them money now because he said this,
It's a cult. Yeah. They've got the cult down, the cult of the left and the cult of the right. And even though you can see that,
cold to the left,
but neither cult has
cold to the right.
They've done anything.
Swip, swap.
That was good, Trace.
Yeah, so get used to it. Get used to the migrants on your fields.
How do these teams get to take over the fields? I'm still stuck on that. I go up and pick up soccer sometimes at the soccer fields, and we'll have to move fields like 3 or 4 times. We set up somewhere, and a group comes and kicks us out of there. Then we're like, all right, let's go over here. As soon as we start playing the game, they're like, oh, we got practice here, get out of here.
But like a legitimate teams, not just people. Yeah,
they're just like soccer teams practicing up there for a league up there. But it's a public park. Do they have the rights to? They reserve it.
Yeah,
they got to reserve it. So you'd have to, find times. They have times the public can use it. It's just not during practice times, which is, kids can need leagues to play. They got to have practice time.
So.
You got to have some rules in society, buddy. Can't have anarchy.
I mean, we're always we're not mean about it. It's just going on my head. I'm like, oh, I wish, fuck these people. I want to play here. But, we're always like, all right, we'll move to another field.
But you feel, that's how you feel, though. When you get kicked off for anybody, you're like, man.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you're the kick,
you're
the one who needs to practice, and you got a bunch of jabrones out there, and you're like, I got 12 kids showing to practice scheduled. You guys got to get off.
Yeah, you got to schedule them. I mean, when I ran that adult soccer league, that's what we did. We had to have it all scheduled through the county.
Man, I should have came up with Cinco Soccer first. They got a second one now in Lakeland.
Yeah, I'm telling you. With every, around in this area, Wesley Chapel area, there's tons of people from it seems like all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
You got Indians, you've got Russians, you've got a lot of Chinese, you've got Muslims. I don't know where they're coming from, but they all their favorite sport is soccer. Or cricket or soccer, or, and there ain't nobody playing cricket. There's a few people playing cricket, but probably not a lot of cricket leagues. So they're all going to play soccer. That's going to be a booming business, I think.
Yeah.
Soccer.
Let's open up a Cinco Soccer.
Looks like it's low maintenance, isn't it?
Cinco Soccer, so that name, you wouldn't be able to open a Cinco Soccer because they already got the name. Would it be cheating if it was Siete Soccer?
I don't know if that's catchy enough. It's not catchy enough. Siete.
Quattro Soccer.
What is the significance of Cinco Soccer?
Yeah,
Well, 5-on-5.
5-on-5.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. So you make it, yeah.
Siete Soccer.
It's 5-on-5.
6-on-6.
6-on-6. Ocho Soccer.
All right, I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go.
Yep.
We'll come back. Did we do? We did the Sean Rand song. We're going to come back with the current events quiz.
The current events.
Always trying to educate you here on
Thanks,
ClusterF.
Crystal.
So they're just going back and forth with this war that's going on. What was it?
Which war?
The Iran-Israel deal. You know, like on my social media for like, you know, a week, it was like, yeah, the World War III is coming, and now it's like nothing.
It seemed like a real work. Okay, so like it's been going on for a long time. Then Israel bombed the Iranian embassy and like killed some people. You know, and Iran's like, okay, well now we're gonna do something. Then Iran sent the 300 missiles.
Yeah,
and they all got shot down. And so they're like, you know, well, Israel's got to respond. And so, but Israel, they threw a few missiles over there. Nothing really happened. And they went, all right, well, everybody's learned their lesson. And it's like, I don't even know what that means. That's never happened before, where they just like do some token bullshit. It's like they want, you know, allegedly Iran, you know, they vowed to destroy Israel for decades.
But they don't have a strong army, right?
I don't know how strong their army is. Israel's got a really, you know, they got whatever equipment you want.
Yeah.
They got nuclear weapons. So Israel could blow Iran off the map right now with nuclear weapons. So I don't know why we're sending them fucking $26 billion. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, why are we sending them money at all? Like, I don't get. And how much of that money actually goes over there? Like,
is it stolen by U.S. politicians and Israeli politicians, and the people, the whole world's war is fake. You know, Gaza don't care. The Hamas just wants money and power, and they still got money and power, and the whole country will be destroyed. Israel can get the land, have some nice beachfront property, and Hamas gets rich, and everybody's happy, and that's what it'll be. It's nothing. It's not real at all.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
Here's one of these jackass protesters. I think they like cemented their arm into some barrel or something. You know, did you see this?
I think maybe.
Now they got to get. Now the firefighters got to get him out.
I'm being I got you. You know, I don't care. I don't care if you're playing a sport. I don't care if you're protesting. I don't care if I agree with your cause. I don't agree with fake being a bitch.
No.
You know, if somebody does something and you pretend it hurts, I don't care what your cause is. Nothing. Stop. Cut it out, you dumb.
When the firefighters are cutting you out of your stupid contraption that you've made to be a bitch, and then you're even more of a bitch.
He's pretending to cement his arm in there. There's a pole that he's just grabbing. His arm isn't cemented in there.
He's just grabbing a rod.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. By the numbers.
All right, let go of your fingers. Let go.
Let go of the rebar.
Let go. Let go.
Oh, they're twisting it.
Let go.
They're twisting it for no reason. Let go of the bar.
He's just faking it, man, being a little bitch.
Little bitch.
Let go of the bar.
Get a lighter. Just get a lighter. He'll let go of that bar.
Yeah.
Lighter. That's all you need.
Let go of the bar. Come on. Let go
of the bar.
Stop. Let go of the bar.
My hand. Let go of the bar. Stop squeezing my hand.
I'd tase it.
This guy needs tased. This guy needs pepper sprayed, tased, cigarette lighter. Fuck this guy.
I don't know. Like we said, though, you know, what do you... they're trying to get rid of protests.
Yeah, I see.
So it is kind of blows my mind. It's like, is this what you got to do if you want to protest?
Yeah, that's
otherwise they're just gonna ignore you, or
See, you're thinking, you're playing 3D chess, Trace. See, this is the plan to make people anti-protest, so that when me and you have just cemented our hands in barrels to protest the shit that's really going down, they'll be screaming, "Get him off the road!"
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what it is. You done figured it out, buddy. They're gonna be screaming, "Get him off the road!"
I still hate this guy.
I do too. He's not being a man about it. He doesn't make me want to support his cause.
The bar is cutting the inside of my hand. Stop prying my fingers. Stop prying. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Let go of the rebar.
Oh my God! What a
I can't.
bitch.
I can't.
What a bitch.
But am I falling for it? Am I falling for him, or is I? If I'm doing this, I'm not letting go. You can't make me let go.
Yeah, you're not acting like a bitch. You're hurting me.
Don't pry my fingers.
Stop prying my fingers.
Me, oh, bitch.
Stop, you're hurting me.
Let go of the rebar. He's free. He's free.
No.
He's free. I want to see the. Okay, do we get to see this pussy?
Okay. Set on the mic.
Do you need EMS? Yes. It needs to be seen by a medic.
You need to be seen by a medic. Fuck you.
Before you handcuff this person, medical check them out.
Sure, you're able to stand. I am back. Okay.
See, they're intentionally making these protesters to be so bitchy and so unlikable that you're going to become completely anti-protest. So this is what this guy protesting is. What
I think that's it.
Something about genocide. So that must be the Israel deal.
Prioritize Congress.
Man, yep, that's what they're doing.
Just because he was whining like a little bitch reminds me of I don't know. I must have followed some page or something about basketball before, but a lot of I get a lot of clips coming up of LeBron James and his being a little bitch. It's always on my feed. Somebody will touch it, just like barely graze his head, and it'll just be doing the whole pretend thing, and I'm just like, don't you have you're the number one player in the NBA? Maybe not number one. I don't know if he's number one like right now.
Maybe not now.
But he's one of the best NBA players out there.
He won a lot of rings.
Don't you have like somebody who's like, hey LeBron, looking like a little bitch all the time really doesn't help your image,
I don't know. You're just surrounded by a bunch of yes men, I think.
Is that what it is? Because I'm watching it and I'm just like, man. A lot of people don't like LeBron James, and he's not a super dislikable guy. It's just like the little stupid things. I feel like he could be a lot more likable to people if he just wasn't, I think that's one of the main things is him always acting like, it's always compared to like, Michael Jordan or Larry Bird getting fucking elbowed in the face by three guys and mauled while they're trying to go up and score a basket. And then they cut to LeBron and somebody like his pinky hits his ear and it's like, oh, my ear. And he falls down and does the whole thing. It doesn't look good. That's my least... I think I'd be way more into soccer if there wasn't so much diving.
Oh my God, we can't hardly even watch it. It's so embarrassing. I say the same thing every time. It's like you got the NFL where you got 200 and sometimes 280-pound physical freaks and maniacs just slamming into you with all their might. You've got 330-pound linemen stepping on your feet. 330 pounds, and you never see an NFL player go down and writhe in agony.
No.
And in a soccer game, you're going to see about 35 guys, different times, writhing in agony on the pitch, and it's like, fuck off, get up, shake it off. You got scraped. You got scraped by somebody's cleats.
What do you think's more violent, football or hockey? They're pretty close. I might say hockey might be a little bit more intense and violent. And if you see a hockey player that looks hurt, like that guy's not going to play the rest of the season. Like he like his arm broke in like 6 places. The only time, like one time I saw a guy go grab his arm, and the fear like face was on camera, and he ran off, and you didn't know what happened, but you're like, that looked fucking serious. And then you look back, and they like fucking almost cut his like arm off with somebody with their skate. It's like that's the only time. I mean, these hockey.
I'd like to put a soccer team on the ice with an NHL team and see how within 30 seconds they'll be writhing on the ground in agony because they're a bunch of bitches. See, you never see a hockey player ever act like a bitch.
No.
Ever. Even when they slice their throats, they skate off the ice.
They're like, help me, I'm dying. I mean, I've seen just some, the pucks they use, I believe they're frozen, right?
Frozen rubber.
Frozen rubber.
Yeah.
So it's fucking hard.
It's a rock.
If you ever held one, it's very dense.
Well, none of them have any teeth because the puck has knocked out all their teeth.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, during the game, some guy will fucking shoot like a fucking 100-mile-an-hour slap shot. It'll hit a guy in the teeth, knock 3 of his teeth off, and he's like, oh, my teeth. And he'll go over to the bench, and he'll wash his mouth out with some water and missing all his teeth, and then he'll be like, all right, I'm going back in.
Yeah, that's why soccer is not as popular. It's like, I watch it and I enjoy it, and then sometimes it's like, just quit with the fake, the agony roll. The 30-second agony roll, and then as soon as the play goes on and you either get your penalty or didn't get your penalty, you get up and run around. It's like, it's a distasteful part of the sport. It really is. Bunch of foreigners being crybabies is what it is. You notice the women don't seem to do that crybaby
Not
shit.
as much, for sure.
I think people wouldn't be able to handle it. Oh, there! Look at that bitch. Faking it again. So all the women do is fake it. No, I think men are just, soccer's too bitch ass to ever overtake any of the other sports.
Is it just a penalty kick is such an advantage? If you don't take a dive, your coach is like, if something fucking happens, you gotta die. I mean,
I think you're supposed to dive, and then you get the yellow. See, that's a different thing. It's at least you're diving to get something, a goal or something, and you're not writhing on the ground. You're just like over exaggerating your dive, but still, it's all bullshit. You should be wanting to. It's like they give up real quick.
Yeah.
Instead of really trying. They take the opportunity. Anytime they get like brushed in the box, they're going to take the dive and hope for the penalty kick instead of hoping they could just battle through and score. Yeah. It's a bitch sport. I'm changing my mind on soccer. I'm quit watching. It's a bitch ass sport.
Even in high school, not just me, I wasn't that kind of person that's going to take a dive. If I fall down, like, my first thing is, trying to get up as fast as I can, or rolling and whatever to get up as fast as I can to continue the play. I mean, but there would be, every once in a while, there'd be one sly kid in the group, and, he'd, do a fall and get the penalty, and then look at everybody when the ref's not looking and be like, oh, look at it, look what I did.
Dick.
But it's just not.
You were talking about LeBron. It's like, well, what happened to LeBron James? Like, he came out and, there's, a ton of hype. I thought everybody liked LeBron James originally. And I think he went to his hometown at Cleveland, and he won a ring for him. And then he went to Miami and won some rings. And along the way, he's like turned into a bitch or something, right?
I guess so, maybe.
He was in commercials and stuff, and he was kind of funny, and it was like he seemed like a likable guy, and then he became unlikable. What happened?
I don't know. Like I said, it's a little bit of that. I think he's made some stupid, tweets, And, like, when I saw him, it wasn't like it really offended me or pulled me one way or the other. It was just like, why would you tweet that? It's just like a not fun thing to tweet.
I mean, he was like supported. I can't remember exactly, like some kind of tweet supporting China. So he got in hot water for that. I don't understand. So I don't know how you can be mad at LeBron James. Like, his business supports China, and he gets paid by the business.
Yeah.
There's only one guy in the NBA. Remember that one guy? I can't even remember his name. He's probably out of the NBA, and he was like railing against China, and he had the wearing stuff on his shoes, and doing interviews. I think they got rid of him pretty quick. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people out there are making, $30 million a year are going to turn that down and make a stand against China.
Do you know who my favorite NBA player is?
No.
I don't even know his name. I just call him Free Chicken Guy. Free Chicken Guy is my favorite guy in the NBA.
That guy looked like an ogre. Real ogre.
I can't even talk about it. Like yesterday, I was thinking about the Free Chicken, that funny video, and halfway through, I'm like, but man, that guy was ugly. Like that was the ugliest guy I ever seen.
He's probably like 7'6" or something. Yeah. It was just like a genetic freak mutation kind of deal. I think the Lakers are getting smoked by the Nuggets. So LeBron going to be out.
Oh, is there a Lightning game today?
Today.
Tonight at 7, I think.
Is it 7? Yeah.
What are they in, like a 7-game tournament type deal for the playoffs?
You got to win 4 7-game series to be the Stanley Cup champion. That's a lot.
All right. I think they lost their first game.
Yeah, they lost 2-1. I saw it. It was a pretty good game. They didn't have a shot on goal for almost the entire first period. It's like, man, what's going on? Forgot what I was talking about.
I don't know. What is that? It looks like you got turtles in a bucket.
That's that protester and his fake concrete bucket deal. I'm away from your mom. We get your mom riled up with this one $90,000 bag of bushings.
What is a bushing?
I don't even know what a bushing is. It's something inside your tire, your wheel, right?
It's a bearing.
It's a bearing.
Might be bushings in there too. I'm not sure.
Might be bushings and bearings in there.
Bearings. Man, I hate replacing bearings on trailers. Trailers suck, man. Like, maybe it's just the trailers I've had, but like. That's like my biggest deterrent from ever I haven't gone many places more than, the closest places I can go with my boats in my life. I've never been like, oh, I'm going to take it down to,
Yeah, you haven't taken your boat down to the Keys or anything.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's my biggest deterrent is I just don't trust boat trailers, man.
Is it because they're being dipped in salt water all the time? Is that why they always go bad?
Trailers are just
supposed to spray your trailer off.
If you really take care, you got to really take care of a trailer, and a lot of people don't. And I think it has a lot to do with not driving it like a car.
Yeah.
A lot of your boat trailer is going to do a lot of sitting, right? Any trailer you have isn't going to be usually driven every day. So that it's the sitting mixed with being, and then you take a boat trailer, trailers are already bad. And then you take a boat trailer and you dip it in water every couple weeks. And then especially salt water. I always spray off the salt water, but.
See, any boat trailer we ever had, we usually got used.
Yeah.
And it was always a big, just trying to get the fucking lights to work, man.
That is another flaw. They do. Some trailers do have the PVC pipes that come above the water.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even legally be able to make the ones that you dip in the water. Like it just, mine on my trailer have been working now for a while, and one just went out, and I'm just like every time, your car, you might. In your car, you have your trailer, your lights, and they might last you 20 years, or maybe not as long nowadays, but usually you don't have to always replace your freaking tail lights. A boat trailer, 3 times a year.
Yeah, it sucks. F. Coot says, salt ruins a trailer even if you do everything right, Trace. So there you go. There you go. You can use that as a reference.
Screenshot
Snookman says, grease your bearings every 150 miles.
I need to grease my bearings.
Have you ever greased your bearings?
No, but I probably I probably drove 150 miles by now.
Zookman says it's a 30-cent bulb. How long do you want it to last? It's not generally the bulbs. It's generally the wiring.
It's
everything.
It's everything. It's wiring, the rust out because they're being dipped in salt water. It's just, sometimes if you just get a little crack or any type of leak in it, it's going to burn out when the water leaks in. Fuck trailer lights.
Fuck trailer lights.
And I don't know, I guess most people are doing their own wiring on a boat or something, boat trailer or something, because it does seem to always be the wiring as well.
What you always do. I mean, you don't take anywhere. You just rewire it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boat trailers, I'm done with the boat business.
Boat trailers suck.
Done with the boat business. You will never catch me owning a boat, even if I live on the water.
Yeah, no way.
Not a boat guy. I was never a boat guy. My dad would be like, "You want to go out on the boat?" And I'm like, "Oh."
God, it skips a fucking generation. That's what it fucking totally is. I get so disappointed. Every weekend I'm like, "Hey, who wants to go on the boat?" My whole family is like, "Oh." I'm like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with you people, man? Nobody in my family wants to go on the boat." I'm like, "It's the funnest thing in the world. What's wrong with you?"
My dad would have loved to take you on the boat, and then you could have helped him. He didn't know as much, as you probably, but he was fairly mechanical. He could fix some stuff, change his alternator. You both could have fixed a boat.
Yeah,
I could have been home.
Man, I need it.
Playing tennis ball.
I'm really missing out. My least favorite thing about now going out on a boat and not hanging out with Jerry is I don't have an anchor bitch. Jerry, it's very, I'll anchor and then nobody ever wants to. It's I feel rude asking somebody, hey, stopping here and then be like, oh, it's a bad spot and go in the move and be like, hey, pull up the anchor. I feel
bad.
I guess,
but
nobody wants to pull up the anchor, but
is it that hard?
And a lot of times I go by myself, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel like pulling that anchor up. Man,
So
Jerry was just so impatient that he was itching on pulling that anchor up, so he didn't feel bad doing it.
Not like you, who's the most patient man in the world.
Nah,
Trace.
It's not patience, it's laziness of pulling that anchor up now sometimes.
Your laziness outweighs your restlessness.
Yeah.
That's a fine equation. It says your diver pinned underwater by an alligator figured he had one choice: lose his arm or lose his life. So where he is. He's in South Carolina. Out of air and pinned by an alligator to the bottom of the Cooper River. Will Georgitis decided his only chance to survive might be to lose his arm. The alligator had fixed his jaws around his arm, and he tried to escape by stabbing it with a screwdriver he used to pry fossilized shark teeth off the riverbed. The gator shook the diver and dragged him 50 feet down. I knew I was going to die right there, he told the Charleston newspaper. The alligator attacked him, and as he surfaced from his dive, nearly out of air. His tank emptied with the alligator's jaws crushing the arm he put up in defense. He figured he had one last chance. I put my feet up against him and just launched back as hard as I could and somehow ripped my arm out of his mouth and not off. So he just went for it. He said, I'm just going to rip my arm, and if it rips off, that's the only chance I got to live.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. It sounds like a pretty freaking big gator.
I'm trying to see if... So South Carolina has had at least 6 fatal gator attacks since 2016. It's about one every year and a half. A 555-pound alligator attacked and tore off the arm. Nope, that's not it. It doesn't say how big the alligator was, man. They must not have got the gator then.
Yeah. I don't even get how anything's life is worth living. You know what? Like an alligator. Like for an alligator to live for however an alligator lives, 40, 50 years, an alligator has to eat 3,000 things that are more intelligent than it to survive.
Yeah.
It's like, is anything really worth surviving? Like not only, just an alligator, like humans, you gotta eat 30,000 chickens and 5,700 cows and 1,000 pigs during your lifetime. Seems ridiculous how much other living things you gotta consume to keep one thing alive.
If you look at humans, it's almost, if you look at it rationally, you could just say, yeah, the damage that we do is not worth. Our species should be like, if any species is going to be gone, it should be us.
Yeah,
because we don't, all we do is suck off resources and pollute, and we don't do anything good. The animals take care of themselves. They don't need us. So, don't get me started down that road. It's like. What's the purpose of it? What does it matter? If you're a nuclear physicist and you solve some disease, what's the difference between that you and a homeless guy 200 years from now? Not one day. No, nobody remembers either one of you. So what's the purpose of it all?
Just like a crocodile throughout its life. Do you think a crocodile wants to be an asshole?
I think their pea brain just knows, eat, drink, eat, sleep.
Eat,
drink, eat, sleep.
Yeah, and just
eat.
But you're so dumb to keep that alive. You have to eat all these and ruin families of antelopes and families of people, and create all this misery for everybody. But you got to eat, so it's kind of not your fault.
Dirty game.
It's a dirty game.
Nature's a dirty game.
Nature is a dirty game.
What if God just made everybody eat grass?
Come on, God, you really fucked up on that one.
Every animal just is a vegetarian, and then when you reach the age of 75, you go to sleep in perfect health and never wake up and go to heaven. Why didn't we make that God?
Yeah.
Where's that God?
God was kind of an asshole.
Would I be the best God? And yeah, nobody's killing each other. Why does the gator need to kill the deer? If you just made the gator your God, you made the gator eat turnips.
I don't want to eat grass, but
why not?
He'd make grass taste like steak.
But you wouldn't know any different.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't even know that.
Then there'd be no grass. All the grass would be gone.
But the devil would be on people's shoulders, tempt them, and they'd start eating meat. That's what would happen. Can't win.
Man, I hate how they control our food too. Even if people did just eat grass, like you wouldn't be just grazing in a yard. You'd be going to fucking McDonald's and getting a small grass.
We'd figure a way to ruin it. There's always somebody doing something like that. They're gonna F it up for everybody. Here's I'm waiting for your mom for this one. I don't know if she's
going to the grass store.
I don't know if she's seen this on the internet.
I'll take a large grass
on the internet yet. This is
It's a bag of bushings.
It's some guy in Congress.
A bag of what?
Bushings.
Oh.
What are bushings, Trace?
Yeah, you said it. You're like, yeah, bushings. I'm like, he didn't know what bushings are. He just said he didn't know what bushings are. I don't know what
they're bushings, though. I know they're bushings. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, is it
coins?
It's some kind of part for wheels, isn't it?
I don't think so. Why would it be $90,000?
Well, that's the whole point of the thing, Trace. The whole point is that
this bag of bushings, stamped out by machinists, they need a high school diploma. It's not anything high tech about this. All of this bag is compliant with the FAA specifications. How much do you think the Air Force pays for this bag of bushings?
Oh, now they're going to come out and start saying that?
$90,000. This is a $90,000 bag of bushings that you need for any jet turbine engine.
Okay, so any jet turbine. This show. Look, if the military is paying $90,000 for that, that means they're paying $90,000, $100,000 for everything.
Yeah,
they
that
buy.
Means it's a scam.
It's a 100% scam. They are. There's so many kickbacks that 90% of the military budget is probably complete bullshit.
Yeah.
And no party ever does anything about it. So you Democrat lovers, they don't ever do nothing about it. You Republican lovers, they don't ever
and this
do
guy
anything
doing something
about
it is, who knows, they're doing this on purpose to make it look like somebody cares, but nobody cares, or they'd have done it a long time ago and got rid of it, but they didn't. They have this guy come out every 15 years and do something like this.
50 years ago, it was the $800 hammers.
Yeah.
And you know what they did about the $800 hammers,
Nothing.
Trace?
They gave us $90,000 bushings.
They gave us $90,000 bushings. They didn't do shit. They didn't do shit. So it was like 50 years ago where they were talking about the $800 hammers.
And people laugh about it. They're like, can you believe yeah, we can believe it. Don't laugh about it. That is your tax dollars, and that's why they tax us more, is to get more of the money.
If you had a time machine, you could go back, 30, 40 years and go, hey, you think those $900 hammers are funny? When do you see the $90,000 bushings?
I mean, but they made you, when you think about it, everybody knows they do that. And it's almost, you almost think it's a little bit, acceptable because you think, like those trees they planted all along the interstate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember talking, compared to this, but we talked about that for a while. And you're like, that had to, there's hundreds of trees, and you're doing the math, and you're like,
those are $1 million.
Well, it's
millions.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's $100. That tree's probably going to cost you $300. I'm thinking, what?
Oh.
One of one of those palm trees.
Yeah.
I'm like, in my head, just if you buy all those together, they're probably going to charge you $300 a tree or something. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, but with how the government works, they're probably $600 trees.
But
really, they're they're $100,000 trees.
Yes.
I mean,
that's how it works.
Well, it's just like people joking about, Epstein didn't kill himself. People, maybe the government even starts the trend of turning it into a joke, so that people will start joking about it. Oh, did you see the funny meme about, the government probably put that out there to, make sure people just make fun of that and laugh about it. Make sure people laugh about these bushings or those trees Trace is talking about. They probably, it was probably hundreds of $1 million project.
Well, I mean, look at this. I mean, if you think about that bag of bushings, and you do want to say, oh, well, it's they're high quality, made for aircraft. So that bag of bushings is a $90 bag of bushings. They made them nice. Mm-hmm. Made some nice bushings. Yeah. So we're going with everything that they buy. They're doing 1,000% increase on it. Not 1,000%, 1,000 times.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fucked.
It's fucked.
And nobody can do anything about it. And it's our tax dollars, and that's why. And they keep wanting to raise our taxes, and they, it's crazy. I don't know that there's anything we could do about any of it. At this point.
Now we got some guys like Senator Bergman who's going to tell you about the bushings.
He ain't going to do nothing about it.
Just to operate. So the exorbitant cost due to DOD only buying commercial parts from the OEMs, which is essentially sole source, is literally driving us out of business. I mean, the interest on our debt alone is now exceeding, for the first time in American history, the entire defense budget. We can't afford it anymore. This, Mr. Secretary.
Yeah, we can't. We just raise people's taxes and take 50% of their money that they work hard for.
Yeah, that's why they're stealing all the money now. Mm-hmm. It's like you got to get it. It's about over. We're only going to be able to steal half soon, so we got to get everything you can right now.
What are the signs that on the side of the road with a penny on them, and they're like, "This sign's for your this sign is your pennies at work." And
penny for Pasco. They raise the sales tax. When you go to the store and you buy something, and they charge you 7% tax.
Yeah.
It should be 6% tax.
Yeah.
But they charge you 7% tax because they said, let's raise our sales tax, so that we call it penny for Pasco, and we do projects with it because the 6% isn't enough for us.
Did they just buy signs with pennies on them and put those up around town and steal the rest? What else did they
steal? What do you mean?
I don't know. What does this mean? This sign is your pennies at work. Like,
they say that they said they always throw education in so people will vote for it, because stupid people always vote for more money
more
towards
taxes
education
for them to steal.
Yeah, and when they just steal it, they obviously have done nothing to help our education
More
system.
taxes would be good if they didn't steal it all.
Yeah, right, but they do.
But they're going to
But
steal
they do.
it all.
So you can't vote for any of that because they're just raising it to
So when
steal
you see
more.
when you see a sign on the side of the road and they're doing like a water project and put some pipes in, they say this is your penny should work.
This is your penny for
That
Pasco.
means that
that penny, the extra.
that penny is allegedly going there, even though they're stealing millions of dollars from you. It's just another way for them to get another penny to steal.
I think if your sales taxes were 10%, you could live. Your community would be a utopia
if you have
if they weren't stealing the money.
If you had a flat tax of 10%, and you could be living in a utopia.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if you could put in charge people that just didn't steal all the money.
It's people. That's why you get so frustrating when people they don't want this and that, and it's like the government shouldn't be in charge of that, and healthcare is not a right. If you had decent people running the government in an efficient manner, everyone could have everything. And everybody would live in a utopian world. And the fast food guy, well, you don't care that he's making what a living wage, because you're making way more than that. And you've got free health care, and the politicians aren't stealing the money, and nobody's going to war. But that's that's a fake utopian world that could be if people weren't scumbags.
Yeah.
But the scumbags.
And if we could just say, you're not going to, here's how much money we'll pay you. We'll give you this much money. Just don't steal all our money.
It's hard as well. I think this is a good example. Like, what would you do if you were one of these people in, one of the most homeless, states in our country, and you were getting paid $200,000 to figure out the homeless crisis? How much are you really trying to figure it out? Yeah. If you succeed, you lose your job. Do you think you would just be like, well, I gotta do my? Was there any part of you that's gonna be like, oh man, I gotta?
Yeah, but you need to live in a world where we're so good at solving the homeless crisis that you get another job that's even better.
Yeah.
Because you're not on the take. You're actually a good, intelligent, hardworking person who's working to do things. See, that's just not the way it is. Mm-hmm. Now you're just working. You can't even imagine the size of the federal government with the employees. And they're all just working. They're not doing nothing. They're just trying to keep their job. It's a big, bloated bunch of bullshit. Try to get a hold of somebody like Donna does.
Well, the asshole.
Good luck.
I mean, it's like we said, the people making $200,000 that are assholes are going to make, be like, we, come up with a system that fails on purpose so they can keep their job. And if you're the good guy that's like, well, we should actually try and still be like, oh, you're fucking fired.
They drive you out. I mean, like, think of the homeless, they say it's the homeless industrial complex. Think of all the money we just pour. Nothing's ever changed at all. It's never gotten better. It's always gotten worse. So everything's a complete scam. And this Ozzy Osbourne Crazy Train xylophone style's burning a hole in my pocket. We'll be right back with the current event quiz coming up with more ClusterF.
T-Town G's, yeah, we're from the hood. Last time you heard from us, we were up to no good. Stealing. Gucci lame here, and I don't use protection. Tuttle might not post your bro, gets erection. 20 gram blunt, but I smoked it in one session. Real quick, if we ever get locked up, will someone yell objection? Gucci lame here, and post your bro too. If he sees in the streets, tell me what you gonna do. Yeah, we in the fast lane 102. Mess with us, guarantee we gon' shoot. Gucci lame and post your bro. Outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
Poacher Brown here, and you heard about my whip.
Rolling,
but you haven't heard about my 1,000-round clip. I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm on medication.
Insane.
If I don't take them, killing fools my occupation.
Killing.
Yeah, I'm on Zoli, so I don't do masturbation.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'll slap a hook, cause I got no patience.
That was Poacher Brown, he's got a 1,000-round clip.
Shots.
If I drive a four-wheeler, you know that I'ma flip.
Flip it.
Drink and touch vodka, yeah, I know you wanna sip.
You broke.
Get blacked out drunk, then my penis you gon' grip.
Don't touch Gucci lame, or your ass I'm gon' kill. Don't mess with me, I'm crazy, cause I'm on so many pills. The song is outlandish, and I hope it pays the bills. If it don't, I slit my throat, my blood is gonna spill.
Gucci lame and Poacher Brown, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do.
Direction. Latent homosexuality. dragon's tail.
The dragon spire.
Correct.
To clear out stuff.
Really?
Whatever.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I don't either. Donna got that 4 trays, 4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
What?
Your strategy, whatever your strategy is, it is not.
All right, I'm gonna
change
change it up. Change it up.
All right, here we go. Donna 4, Trace 1. What was unusual about Phillies manager? Actually, I don't know if it's the Phillies. You got what, Trace?
Nothing. I didn't mean to.
What was unusual about it? Might have been the Yankees. We're just going to say professional baseball. Manager Aaron Boone being thrown out of a game recently. And there's a lot of answers. A, the umpire was his nephew. B, he was yelling at the umpire in Spanish. C, it was a fan yelling at the umpire, not him. D, he was wearing a MAGA hat. E, was set to renew his vows during the 7th inning stretch. Or G, none of the above.
None of the above.
Incorrect.
God. This is bullshit.
She's gonna make me repeat.
I'm gonna make you repeat.
No, you can't. You gotta start paying attention.
B.
I think Big Ned's Navy might have got that, or Big Kahuna, or Smoking Watts at DMT. One of those guys.
What about me? I said B.
Oh, when you say B, B, he was yelling at the umpire in Spanish. Not true. It was a fan yelling at the umpire, not him.
Oh.
No. Actually, I have that. I got that.
You got a video?
I got a video.
Oh,
of that,
good.
Actually.
So what's going on? Oh, he thought somebody was yelling at him, but it's a different person.
He told you. Here, I got the whole thing. The umpire says, "Don't say another word," to the manager, to Boone, who's the manager of the Yankees.
John Tumpain is the first base umpire. You saw him making that call.
You're not yelling at me. I did what I'm supposed to do and check. I'm looking for him to get hit by the pit. You got anything else to say? You're gone. Okay?
Okay, Hector. Wow. You know what? We're not going to need a John Boy breakdown of that one.
So was it that guy?
He said something. He just said something to him.
He said something to the umpire. The umpire said, read him the right act and said, "If you say anything else, you're gone."
Okay.
Got a very clear. There you go. And now Aaron's saying, "I didn't say anything." Aaron's saying, "Hold on a second, I didn't say
what is
word."
with this reaction? Like, I mean, that is the most. That's like it's kind of like a soccer flop. It's like a reverse soccer. It's a unflop. I don't know if it's something weird. It's a dramatic, super dramatic.
It's over the top.
It's way over the top.
Well, you know what? We're not going to need a John Boy breakdown of that one. We got a very clear. There you go. And now Aaron's
So someone
saying, "I didn't
else
say
said
anything."
something, like someone
Somebody
in
in the crowd said something.
Aaron's saying, "Hold on a second, I didn't say a word."
I did not say anything, Hunter. Okay, I did not say a fucking
thing. It don't matter. You're gone, buddy.
Is that like in baseball? Is that the real only job you have right there is to get in the umpire's face?
Pretty much.
I mean, it just doesn't. I coaching in some sports is different than like baseball. The guy's going up there to hit the base, but there's not too much coaching you can. I mean, I guess you can practice. You can maybe.
There's you got certain situations. Do you want to bunt? I mean, there's not that much. Do you want to steal? And then you got to make the lineup. I don't know. Good coaches, seem to win a lot, though. I don't know. Whole to whole, you got to buy into the whole deal, I guess.
Do many coaches do what? Oh, what was that one coach that always got fired? He used to go out yelling and screaming at the umps. I think there was a couple of them.
Oh God, there's so many. Lou Piniella
Yeah,
back
Lou
in the day was
Piniella
a noted hothead.
And that one other guy,
Billy Martin.
Yeah.
It's way back in the day, but he was always getting tossed too, going nuts.
Gosh, I mean, I would watch baseball if it was like it used to be. Like I see clips of like, you know, I don't know, maybe the 60s or 70s or a little later, you know, of baseball. And whatever steroids they were on just made them fucking insane. Yeah. Like they just like ready to snap like that. You do the wrong thing and they're just gonna come at you like they're trying to kill you. Which I still don't understand how in baseball you can get that enraged. You know, you can't control yourself at all. But somehow I've never seen anybody grab a baseball bat and beat the shit out of somebody. Like I just don't get how you can get that, you know, you see these guys and they're running at somebody and they're like, I'm gonna kill you, you know, but they somehow have enough control to not pick up a baseball bat and bash the guy.
You know, you've been in fights, you never but you wouldn't have picked up a baseball bat.
Yeah,
right?
No.
It's just I don't know. That's a different mentality. That's a murderous mentality.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the guy wants to kick his ass. He might not necessarily not want to kill
you.
Yeah.
You just want to punch him right in the face a couple times. All right, we got. Is it what was the last one? The Dragonspire?
No, the one after that.
And nobody got that right? Okay, so it's 4-2 Donna. 4-2 Donna. Plenty of questions left, Trace. Plenty of questions.
I'm ready.
After a lackluster... I'm drunk. I'm Joe Biden. After a lackluster visit to Sheetz convenience store...
Sheetz, okay.
Joe Biden has filed a lawsuit against the chain for A, being out of chocolate chip ice cream. B, having 2 MAGA displays at the entrance. C, discriminating against prospective employees based on their criminal history. Or D, having 0 trans employees. Huh? Donna.
Discriminating.
Correct. Discriminating against prospective employees based on their criminal history, which seems like a thing you should do.
Yeah.
They don't hire criminals.
Isn't that why they say, you know, not to be a felon? Because then it could help, you know, make you not be able to get a job, right?
Actually,
you're supposed to put that on your application.
I think this is mainly because they did it against everybody, but included in the everybody was minorities. So they discriminated against these minorities based on their criminal record, which is complete horseshit. Like if they discriminated against everybody. They didn't hire criminals. It's like, yes. They just another thing to piss you off.
Just another thing to piss you off.
You got that right.
Because why would he go in, and how would he know this, and whatever. Bunch of bullshit.
Trace, this is 5-1 is becoming an embarrassment. It's becoming an embarrassment.
He didn't even take a stab at it. I had to. I know.
That's my new technique. You say change it up.
I mean, you could have at least probably narrowed out the chocolate ice cream.
I knew it wasn't that one.
All right, here we go. Number 10.
I'm just waiting for ones I know, and I'm not hearing them.
What Indiana team drafted Caitlin Clark #1 in the WNBA draft? A, the Indiana Fury. B, the Indiana Fever. C, the Indiana Scurvy. Or D, the Lady Hayseeds. Trace. A, incorrect. Donna.
B.
The Fever, correct. 6-1.
I was going to guess A, too.
See, so if he'd have waited, then you would have got it wrong, and he would have had a much better chance.
Yeah. The last time he waited.
It didn't work out for me. He made fun of me.
That's right.
I look stupid.
I think if you get them all right, Trace.
All right,
you get them all right, you could come back.
These are the ones. I forgot my foil hat.
See?
Pay attention.
All your smartness exited your brain. What is the World Central Kitchen famous for? A, producing chefs Anthony Bourdain and Gordon Ramsay. B, being bombed by the Israeli Defense Forces. C, hiring only victims of human trafficking. Or D, poisoning 1,000 people with salmonella.
Salmonella.
Incorrect. We're going to need a new buzzer, Len. We're going to need new buzzers.
B.
Incorrect. Being accidentally bombed by the Israeli Defense Forces.
Woo!
7-1.
I feel stupid today.
Sweet time.
To you.
Does that sound okay to you? Tries.
If you got every one of these right.
I don't think he's trying.
He's not. I think he made some kind of deal with you to make you look good on the show, and you pay him $20.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. And he's acting over the top like Aaron Boone, the manager. He's got his the top reaction when he doesn't get it. I've sniffed it out. This is exactly what happened. Number 14. Recently, people were photographed plucking these out of trees in a North Carolina park. A. Used condoms. B. Bear cubs. C. Women's panties. Or D. Lindsey Graham's panties.
Condoms.
Incorrect.
Bears.
Bears. Baby bears.
Fucking bears out of what?
Yeah, some a-holes.
They pulled them out because they want to take pictures with them. They're yanking them out of the tree and everything.
Where was the mom? Usually you can't get near a baby cub.
They're lucky.
Yeah.
She must have been out hunting or something and left them in the trees. Or else she would have killed all those people.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome. All right, 9-1. Here we go. An Israeli man was injured last week when he was fooled by A, the old grenade in the gefilte fish trick.
Yeah, that one.
B, the old exploding Palestinian flag prank. C, the old synagogue switcheroo. Or D, the old exploding Beirut banana in the tailpipe trick.
Oh, no.
Ooh, yeah, A.
A, the old grenade in the gefilte fish trick. Incorrect. Incorrect.
I had to go with that one. Might as well.
I'm going to go with B.
B, the old exploding Palestinian flag prank. Correct.
Oh.
Correct.
Exploding flag.
Oh, I thought I had it and then I forgot to. I actually have a video of the old exploding Palestinian flag prank. See if I. See.
And what did they do?
Blows up.
Does it kill somebody?
Guess if it blows up in your hands.
It injured the guy. I don't know how severely. Let's see. Here's the old exploding Palestinian flag prank. Oh. Where's Ted? Shut up, Ted. All right, here we go. The old exploding Palestinian flag prank. This guy sees it in Israel and he's like, I'll show you with your stupid Palestinian flag.
Don't they know the old flag
they
trick?
They don't know the trick.
They got fooled by the old
Oh man. What'd that guy do? Did he kick it?
Is he down?
Is it a landmine?
He wouldn't have kicked it. Had some kind of device on it.
Did he land over there? What was that? I mean, that's.
He fell for the old exploding Palestinian flag.
You know, that is terrorism usually, but in my mind that is. I don't know, something about it. Just like it was fair. It was like if you fall for the old Palestinian flag.
That's like the dollar or the quarter glued to the ground.
Yeah, it's that old.
I mean, it's probably a bunch of people staring. He's going to kick. He's really going to kick it.
Oh, good move, buddy. So nobody got that, right?
No.
Nobody got that one. So it's still...
Oh, wait, I did.
Oh, she did?
She did get it.
Donna's reached double digits for the first time. Someone has reached double digits. 10-1.
Wow.
10-1. The Arizona...
I know my current events.
Last two. The Arizona Supreme Court is using this to ban all abortions. A SWAT team of Christian nationalists. B, a Bible verse from the Old Testament. C, a Civil War era law that's still on the books. D, audio of a 2-week-old baby in the womb. Trace.
Audio of a baby in the womb.
Incorrect. Donna.
C,
a Civil War era law that's still on the books. Correct.
I knew
it. I didn't. I just guessed it that
11 to 1. 11 to 1. Just a smoking and just an ass whipping.
I just don't know what's wrong.
Katie bar the doors is a real Donnybrook.
I'm so confused.
It's a melee. Last one. Taylor Swift's new diss track, Thank You, Amy, which I must interject. It's spelled with lowercase letters, except for the K in thank you and the I and the M in Amy. So the Swifties have determined that the capital K, the I, and the M mean this song is about Kim Kardashian. So this is Taylor Swift's latest diss track, Thank You, Amy, about Kim Kardashian.
Is that the answer, Kim Kardashian?
No. Thank You, Amy is about a bronze spray tanned high school bully with scathing lines like this. A, your ex tried to steal my limelight. Fuck you, Amy. Nobody's surprised he's your type. B, you're on your feed, too old to be twerking. I'm filling stadiums out here working. C, you were throwing punches. I was building something. Fuck you, Amy, as the blood was gushing.
B. What?
No.
What?
He said with such confidence.
I thought for sure.
Or D, got a Kansas City logo on my birthday cake. What do you have, Amy? That isn't fake. Donna.
That one.
Incorrect.
Aww.
You were throwing punches. I was building something. Fuck you, Amy, as the blood was gushing was the real one.
She's saying that in her song.
Uh-huh.
Fuck you, Amy. And her total fan base is under 13 years old.
She's got Tennessee Christian values, which obviously means you can be very hypocritical. If you look deep into the charter of the Tennessee Christian values, it means you can be rich as fuck, fornicate out of wedlock, and influence young girls with your foul language.
Yeah,
that's Tennessee Christian values. Nobody got that one. Final
what
score
was
11 to 1.
It was what I got.
You were throwing punches. I was building something. Fuck you, Amy, as the blood was gushing. I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that one means.
What was my score?
My lyrics were much better. 11 to 1.
Woo!
I'll let her have it.
1, Trace. 1.
5 to 2.
He guessed a lot too. Boy, he guessed wrong.
Guessed wrong.
So many.
I think just by chance you might have gotten one.
I mean, there were so many.
There were so many answers that I thought could have been any of them.
Yeah.
Should have been at least 2.
I wasn't sure.
One, he got one of them.
I thought it was the least amount of
I mean,
points
I guessed on a few of them and I got them right.
Donna was hot. She was hot today. She got everything.
I just wasn't in the zone.
Trace was out of the zone. He's on the vape. His vape strategy.
That's what he was looking
vape
like.
strategy was not paying off. Oh, did you ever send me that Weston thing?
I think he finally sent it
Is
on
it on
Facebook.
Facebook?
It's a typical monster ghost alien video. Fucking too blurry to fucking see anything.
It's a pretty big thing.
Oh, I didn't see mine when he sent it. when he sent it to my phone, it was so blurry I couldn't see nothing.
Okay, well,
It's hard to see if you don't zoom in on it, but I don't know how you can.
So he's out near Tampa Bay, right?
Is that down West Shore, Bay Shore?
Ain't no goddamn tire. Why would it disappear so quickly?
Where'd it go?
It ain't no driftwood. It ain't nothing but.
I mean, the surf is not. I don't think there's barely any way, so I think it wouldn't be it wouldn't be covered by the surf.
Some kind of whale. Or some kind of prehistoric animal.
Has it already shown it?
Is he going to come back?
Comes back. I thought it came back. Didn't it come back? I thought he had a longer video of it.
I thought it was just at the beginning. At the very beginning.
There it is.
That ain't no goddamn tire.
Right there.
Why would it disappear so quickly? That ain't no driftwood. It ain't
I thought there was a
nothing
closer
but some
up
kind
one.
of
Did he zoom in on
whale.
it?
Yeah. I think you had to zoom in.
Ain't no
kind of
tire. It
prehistoric
must be
animal.
whale.
I mean, I was thinking a manatee, like the tail of a manatee or something.
It's way.
It looks weird.
It's a
Ain't
weird
no
shape.
goddamn
It's so
tire.
round.
Why would it disappear
Can you zoom
so
in on that?
quickly?
Can you?
I don't
know.
I don't know if I can.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's a mystery.
I've
A
seen
sea
weird
turtle
stuff
and-
too.
I thought more like the tail of a manatee, but it was so big. I'm thinking manatee.
I don't think it looks like a manatee.
No.
It looks like a
It's
Bigfoot.
It's too far out of the water for a manatee. Unless
Yeah, it does. It comes real far out of the water. I don't know what
know.
it is.
Well, he never will. You should have swum out there and see what it was.
What was he? Was he on
He
a
said he was
kayak
waiting.
or?
He was waiting. Probably fishing.
I would have got the hell out of there.
I would. If I had a boat, I'd go out there, see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out this Israeli war and the protest thing here in America. Like here, like in Columbia University, I think this is where this is. Oh, this is in New York. They're armed with flares, marching down to NYPD headquarters. They're shutting down Columbia University. The faculty is supporting them. These are all anti-Israeli protesters. And before, it was pretty much like nobody was protesting Israel. You know, that's kind of like.
Yeah.
You know,
We're all for, we're 100%
nobody
in.
ever says nothing bad about Israel. They don't want to be accused of anti-Semitism. Everybody's really now these people are actively supporting pretty much the terrorists. Some of them, and it's not like it's a big deal. It's like and since when do young people go out in droves about something that's not even in this country?
Right.
Not even in this country. What is made? I say the U.S. is driving this through their fake social media accounts. Like at the NSA, they have 18,000 fake accounts.
Yeah.
And they're pumping up these kids.
They've got to.
I think
because
that's what they do. They pump these kids up to where it's all of a sudden it's the cause célèbre.
But I mean, they're real sheep people. Like the people that you see go out to this, you like. Try and interview them, and they do seem like they don't even know what the fuck they're out there protesting.
I have no idea.
Because like right now, I'm like this whole Israeli, all this shit over there is hard for me to grasp. I'm having a hard time with it. Who hates who and why they're doing what, and kind of. So it's hard. And these people that are easily manipulated to go out and protest. I don't think they're really know what's going on.
I think you're right.
They're just like, this is what I'm told to do, and I'm gonna do it.
It's like, like the last time we were young. I guess the BLM stuff, but that was totally media driven too. Totally media. But like the Vietnam War was like the last legitimate protest. You know, it seemed like where the young people were like, you know, because they were getting drafted.
Yeah.
And so that motivates you. See, I understand that. Now it's all fake. Anytime you just want to whip up the young people, you just get some social media influencers to tell them something, and they fucking do it.
Do whatever they're told.
Do whatever they're told. That's a bummer.
Woo! And they're doing it.
Because if you went out and asked all those kids some questions,
they wouldn't know dick. They wouldn't know dick about nothing.
Man, my favorite Joe Rogan episode is the same person as my least favorite episode as well.
What do you mean?
The Graham Hancock, you know that guy?
Yeah.
I got a book, and then Rosie ate my book.
The archaeologist?
Yeah, what? Nothing. But he, you know, he did a thing on Joe Rogan's with a guy who's supposed to be, you know, debating him about it, you know, that doesn't believe in the thing. And there's just so much wrong with it. It seems like Graham Hancock has lost all his mental capacity. He's kind of like stumbling through a little bit, and it's just the biggest bicker fest I've ever heard with two people who just won't admit that the other side could be right ever, you know?
And was Joe Rogan just sitting there watching it?
Pretty much. Bella was listening to it with me the other day, and she's just like, I thought this was Joe Rogan. Where's Joe Rogan? You know, it's just this other guy, archaeologist guy, arguing with him. And man, they really, you know, it's not looking too good for Graham Hancock right now, you know, because he can't prove nothing, you know, because it's just kind of a theory.
Is he a fraud? Is he a fraud?
I don't think he's a fraud, but I don't think he has a lot of evidence to back up his stories. But it seems like something that could be true, and you know, some of these things do look man-made, but it's. I don't know. The other guy just refuses to admit anything. You know, he's one of those guys that just like everything he said, you know, will show him like a pyramid and be like, you're not going to say that this kind of looks like a pyramid. And he's just like, nope. You know, it's the biggest bicker fest. I'm hoping, I'm like halfway through it. I'm hoping it gets into a little there. You know, Bella was laughing hysterically listening to these guys bicker. He's like, are these guys really arguing about this? You know, they're just bickering. And where I left off, they're taking a pee break to go relax and recuperate because they're so angry at each other.
You're gonna indoctrinate Bella into the dark side. The Joe Rogan, the conspiratory stuff. She's got no hope. She's gonna be just like us.
Uh-oh.
Here's what needs to happen. 5 teenage athletes in West Virginia refused to participate in a sports competition, protesting against a biological male transgender athlete competing in the girls' category.
I thought they ruled that they're not allowed to do that.
That the individuals aren't allowed to do.
I thought the government now was saying that males are not allowed to participate.
Oh no! Somebody, it's not the government. The government just did away with Title IX. I think the Biden administration just got rid of Title IX, which guaranteed the women all the stuff. So now the men can just completely infiltrate it.
I could have
It was
swore,
like the. It was like the International Track Federation or something did something and banned transgender athletes.
Because I thought they were going to take like the swimming guys' trophies away.
I don't know.
I read something about that they took his and gave him to the girl because they were not allowing men to do that anymore. Okay.
Here's a shot put. Oh, they're blurring out the face. This is okay. So this is the girls
not doing it.
This is them protesting. I get it. So she's gonna pretend to throw, and she's like, "Nope, not gonna throw."
How do I send them each like $5? You're gonna do something.
And she's like, "I've been throwing this stupid rock for 3 years, and now I can't even do my event."
Has anybody ever been paid to throw one of those balls?
Maybe sponsorship dollars.
Yeah.
Like if you're the world's best, there's like 6 guys in the world making money shot put.
Yeah.
That's what it
Are
is.
they?
Yeah, I think.
I think so. I do see them get pretty serious with that shot put.
It's pretty serious.
There might be 8 guys that make money.
Yeah, they're making. I
8
think 8 guys are
that
making a decent living. I don't know how long you can do it, but the top shot putters. And she's not gonna do it. They're going to show the dude.
I hope they show the dude.
What, do they got to do that for all 3 of their turns, maybe? This is going to be a little tedious. Come on. This video. This is... Who edited this video? Come on. She gonna... we got more fakers.
I want to see...
Is the guy going to actually...
This is their protest. This is what you wanted to play.
I know, but there's no audio or nothing. It's just kind of tedious. I wanted to see the guy throw one 800 feet.
Is he going to be the only one that throws?
They didn't know. That was it. It just showed the protesters.
I never did that. I might have thrown it once, just kind of heaved one in high school because somebody convinced me to do it.
Yeah.
But all I could do was try and, the way they do it, you're like, there's
got to be a better way.
There's got to be a better way. Yeah. Like, you're just completely convinced that there's got to be a better way.
How is
you're
this
like,
the best way?
That is not the best way. You're like, I'm going to, and then you
do a
bunch of fucking granny shit and swinging it around and throwing it. And then you're like, oh, man, I guess that is the best way to throw it.
It's a lot of pressure. They get to spinning in that ring, that tiny little ring. And
don't they spin like
big dudes, man?
Don't the big dudes really get to spinning?
Oh, big time.
This says that restrictions on transgender athletes at Paris for the Summer Games.
Yeah.
It says transgender athletes face increased restrictions ahead of the Olympic Games compared to previous rules, as it was recently decided that they must have completed their transition before the age of 12 to avoid unfair advantages.
They got a couple of years before
and
that
who is going to let them do that before the age of 12?
The United States? That's who's going to let them do it. I got a shot putter here. This guy's going to set a world record here. We don't need to see you warming up, buddy.
This guy made $31,000 a year last year shot putting.
I'm thinking that guy doesn't look as big. Here we go. I'm thinking that he might be making 80 to 100,000 trays.
Is there something else going on in this stadium? They're not all watching this guy shot put, are they?
No. To get people to come to see track, you have to have like 70 events going on at the same time because it's so boring. Yeah, they got all track, javelin, distance running, long jumps, high jumps. They got it all. Decathlon.
This throw, which would earn him silver.
Man.
Boy.
He was soon overtaken by Krauser, who was only just beginning.
That's a spin. I'd do some spinning here, man. That's some serious spinning.
I don't think I couldn't. I'd have to practice that for so long.
I'd fall on my ass.
Thomas Walsh of New Zealand would take 3rd place with this attempt.
You can throw it any way you want, right?
Krauser then confirmed victory.
As long as you stay inside the little circle, I think.
How is this? How did they figure out that this is the best way to throw that fucking ball?
The absolute best way. You can't throw it any further. How did they figure that out?
5 centimetres better than the previous record set in Seoul in 1988.
This guy's got to be pretty agile, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty...
The salaries of throwers in the U.S. range from $12,000 to $116,000, and the average is $27,000.
Yeah, but there's a couple making how much?
There's 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah, see?
New Olympic record in the process.
Look at that.
I don't think I mean I get like that you need to be that pumped up to try and throw that ball, but like how do you get so pumped up about throwing a ball?
Because you want to make that $100,000. You want to be one of those guys. So what is this? 22. So that's meters probably.
Yeah.
So 22 meters.
60,
Probably
60.
It's because it's not as much as a yard. So it's probably
No,
50,
meters.
high 50s.
Yeah.
High 50s. That's a lot. I guess that's a lot.
What did you say that Shadow Crypto says? Mike, your comment about track is true. I played it most of my life till college, but people do bring their cowbells.
I'm talking about people going to see a track meet.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody.
Oh, though, I mean, I'm sure he can be good, at certain levels, but boy, a high school track meet is just the slowest, most dreadful thing ever.
I think you guys went to a couple of my track meets, and I'm just like, what are they doing here? I'm just here to hang out with the other people doing track. You sign up for some events, and you only have to sign up for 1 or 2 events, and it's 3 hours, so you might do 2 events in 3 hours.
Yeah, it sucks. We were being supportive parents, Trace.
I know, but come to my soccer game. Let me just hang out with my friends at this track meet. I'm not going to win nothing. I wasn't good at track. I was quick. That didn't...
Yeah, just didn't translate to track.
Yeah.
Sketchy Press resub for 22 months. Woo! And we are done for the day. Don't forget to hang tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. And we'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in to ClusterF. Oh, Trace, we got to remember, Thursday, we're going to start defaming and defiling the names on the wall. So think of some good stuff to write about our good fame.
Because
the names they're coming down, but first they get defamed and defiled.
Only thing I can think of is to draw penises on it. I don't know. Whenever you give a man a pen and tell him to draw, it usually ends up being a dick somewhere.
Right, well, we'll brainstorm on ways to defile the names. All right, we'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully, for the hang. Thanks for tuning in to ClusterF. Take